everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jill-McDowell and I'm so excited to finally be able to share my newest collection of stencil designs for StencilGirl. The set is called Trivets and there are 7 designs. All were inspired by late 18th century Japanese woodblock prints. What really excites me about these stencils is that they all contain hidden patterns that are revealed when they are repeated. But rather than have me talk about them, let me show you exactly what I mean. I've repeated each design with Versafine pigment inks onto plain 20-pound copy paper and a larger piece of new Strathmore toned blue mixed media paper. First up are the minis, and there are 3 of them. This is the Candle Heart Trivet, and there's a lot going on with this stencil. Can you see the 4 candlesticks and the 8 hearts? When you repeat the pattern, you really get this cool design. Next up is the Center Grid Trivet. I love how those flowers and the new circles pop out of the design when it's repeated. The last mini is the 4 Bells Trivet. This time I did something different and made 2 different versions of the copy paper to show you what else you can do. Here's what the design looks like it repeated. And next I masked the center of the stencil and altered the grid. By varying the repeat, you can make all kinds of patterns. Now on to the smalls. This is the 4 Buds Trivet. It's hard for me to pick a favorite, but right now this pattern could be it. I really love this one. Next up is the 4 Fountains Trivet. Here I've done some more masking, this time in the center of the design, leaving you with lots of white space that you could use for frames. And the last of the small stencils is the Geo Trivet. This time I masked off the edges of the circle to create yet another new pattern. And finally, here's the large stencil that we're calling the Trivet Duo. I doodled over both the designs with a white Signo pen. Doodling's such a great way to keep your hands busy and relax while you're watching TV. I want to show you an easy way to lay out your page so that the spacing in between the stencil is perfect every time. Since I hate measuring, I fiddled around till I found an easy way to do it, and it involves a secret weapon. You may have noticed that my stencils all have black lines around them. That's there to help me line up the stencils so they repeat the way that I like. You could just use the edge of the stencil as a guide, but that was too much white space for me. I found that if I marked a straight edge across the outermost edge of the stencil design, I could use that line to keep my stencil consistently straight. You'd be surprised how leaving out just that tiny bit of white space when you repeat a design can make such a huge difference. Since I've been making quite a few backgrounds lately, I made myself sort of a jig on my self-healing mat with masking tape. I marked the middle of each side on the masking tape. Now you really don't need to make yourself a jig, but if you ever find yourself in a position that you have to make multiples of something, I highly recommend it. Now to introduce you to my secret weapon. These are Pilot Frixion pens, and they have superpowers. I can make them disappear with my heat gun. Just watch and be amazed. These will rock your world. The flick of your heat gun, the ink is gone. How cool is that? I used a metal ruler and my Frixion magic pen to mark the central lines. Or you could just fold the paper into quarters, but then I wouldn't need to show you my magic pen, would I? Then all you need to do is just line up those lines that you made with a Sharpie along so that they intersect with the lines that you made with your magic pen. Then just stencil all 4 quarters and watch the hidden design reveal itself. Time for my magic wand. I'm so excited to be able to create with these stencils by StencilGirl products, and I hope that you will be too. Thanks for stopping by.